Right. This is another testimony. Um, these people have played with my brain in such a. They live, like I said, they live off a reality they create. Right. When it comes to creating a reality of who they want me to be, a reality of what they are, a reality of what they've done to people, and they lure themselves into that reality. Right. And then what they use to feel better about what they're part of, or even feel like they're some kind of like, winners, or not even, I don't know, if they keep calling themselves winner or they won or something, as if it's like, oh, you're going to be tortured. They believe, like, listen, you only live a pathetic life. Earlier I heard this trash talking about it's saying, you're going to get raped. And I'm like, okay, what does he have to do with, like, okay. And like, and then this person keeps saying, I'm worried about it. I'm worried because I was like, I tell them, you guys, I know, are just perps, right? I know you guys have just a bottom feeder. They're just the people really employing and deploying this weaponry and these tactics onto people, right? They're not the architecture. There's protocols already set, and it seems like they follow this system, right? That's been prepared in advance, and they are just the people who deploy that system, who employ this system, right? There's this obviously psychological warfare for the target individual where he is just manipulated nonstop, or he or she is manipulated nonstop till they break down and accept this manipulation. I've noticed a few things. Sleep, or when you're in a state of sleep, that's when they truly are doing things to you, where they are kind of rebuilding you and restructure the way you think. The night before they wake me up, didn't sleep much, maybe slept a good 3 hours, I would say, 3 4 hours. Then having wasn't able to sleep, and they were doing things. It's like they're fragilizing my state of mind. They're breaking me down, and then today I slept, well, what I thought I sleep, like throughout almost the night, like it was deeper sleep, and they will have me have dreams where there was like very like deep engaged. It was not like disturbing and to the extent, but even though they were playing a little bit of my libido, it wasn't like the dreams themselves were not disgusting, in a sense that it was just I didn't deal with so much of the things they could do to disturb me. But waking up, and I realized, oh, what they were doing is just basically this sleep time was like basically repatterning me, like just basically boxing these ways of thinking. Sleep is like used for them to just change you, right? I noticed that, for example, when I don't sleep well, I'm less, like I'm less changed. But I need sleep. Everybody needs sleep because that's what gives you the it basically fixes you in a sense. But sleep is used for them to just restructure you. And these people are really trying to get you to accept these nasty pedophilia things. It's truly making you try to accept these pedophilia things. For me, they just talk about the warnings of being tortured and raped. And earlier, I don't want to be graphic, but some of the things they say, true or not, is like things like, he's going to rape you. He has a big uh, you know and it's going to hurt, like things like that are supposed to make me accept these things, because that's going to happen, right? I should be like, oh, okay, I believe these thoughts, I believe these ways of thinking, I believe this. And then they come in with their like tone of voices. They try to use, like, tonality is big in here. I talked about tonality when it comes to the V2K. These people, the perps, want to sound like it's just so sure, like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, it's you, you're gonna get raped. You're thinking like that, so you're gonna get raped. That's you. I'm so bored. Ho ho ho. Like literally, it sounds like that. They try to make themselves sound like, oh my gosh, oh, it's you, black girl. Oh. And then they sometimes try to like, oh no, what you did to that girl, that woman, what that was. I'm like, and they talk like that because they know that, obviously know that these, first of all, the pedophilia things is what they do to people. They force people to think this way. But one thing I also know is what they do to women. I know they utilize rapes to torture people. A lot of women, a lot of women have been raped in different fashion, from this remote weaponry to other ways. And these people know that's a system too they use to torture women. And there's a lot of women in this program that they do this to. So when it sounds like this, it's like, oh, oh my gosh, you see, oh, it's so obvious. Oh, this pedophile thinks, oh, black girl, that's so you. Yes, it's so you. Oh, when they say, oh, no, no, that woman, yeah, yeah, you remember what you did to her? Oh, yeah, no, let me forget about the fact that we torture women all around the world and destroy their life, and we probably would kill her and destroy her in every fashion if she was in this program. You gotta understand this. They have no shame. And so they try to use tonality as if it's gonna make me accept this reality they've created. So in this video, I'm going to specifically always talk about things I've talked about before, but pedophilia things. They want you to accept these things as if I'm going to subscribe to it. Um, One thing I kept saying, black girls, is black little girls. They do these things, right? And it's them just trying to make me subscribe to it. Um, they do this thing where they want me to accept this stimulation as if it's happening organically, but the idiocy of how they want me to subscribe to it is just, it's just beyond. It's just obviously idiotic. It's them manipulating me to respond to this, to kids in this way. It's them pushing, forcing you to react this way, to be stimulated this way, right? And they want to use these different tonalities. Oh, it's so you. We matched it. If you know what they mean by matching it, it means that you felt like that when you were a kid. And so now what you're feeling is how you felt when you were feeling it as a younger person, as a kid, as a child, as an actual child. I mean, they go as young as 9 years old. And they want you to be like, oh, you see, that's just you when you were a kid. Oh, that's just you when you were a child.